routine.
Well, I didn't see a mistake at all.
Well, we'll pick up Katrina Severin here now on the beam. She has the best mark for any beaver this year, 9.9, scored against California a couple of meets back.
Now, Kat is off a 10-0 vault. This is her second event to compete in. She's done well so far. There's 2 straddle jumps, one right after the other. She had no pause, and that's the trick. No pauses in between those moves. Full turn, as simple as it looks, the gymnast must do 1 full turn on the beam.
So many 10s is that now tonight? 3.
3 that we've seen, yes.
Now, we've been doing meets in this building for 12 years now, and I think that's the most we've ever had in one meet in this location.
Absolutely. We saw some at the national championships, but not this many in a dual event. Kat's moving well. No major breaks. She's had a couple of minor breaks. She wants to get off the beam. Again, having a good rotation for Oregon State on this event. Round off double back. That's a hard dismount. She's a little bit short, but she doesn't fall. Pulls up, finishes strong. So maybe a 10th or so on that landing. Otherwise, Katrina Severin had a very solid routine on balance beam. Here we see her stag jump. Difficult to do on balance beam. And here's her that dismount. Double back. It's a D skill. Slide off balance, but she doesn't fall. She keeps her on her feet.
9.85, and now the Beavers know they will not have to count a fall on the beam with 1 performer left. To the floor, and Ani Willis, who's having a wonderful night.
Ani's energy really comes out in this event. She's so powerful. She's such a strong tumbler. And she's got a great smile.
I was going to say, she gets a 10th just for the smile. There it is. Get the smile right off the bat. The music is -1.
First tumbling line to a double back. Oh, she steps on the line slightly out of balance, so she's going to lose a 1/10 deduction for being out of bounds on that routine. Too bad. Nice rhythm. Again, Coach Valerie's so good at picking the perfect music for her athletes. Strong tumbling. Double salto series for her middle pass. Nice jump series. Ani has such quick movements. She's very explosive on the floor exercise, and she demonstrates this in this routine.
And another one of these floor routines for UCLA where the movement is continuous and it's purposeful with the music.
Here, let's see what she does for a last tumbling line. Another double back, perfect landing. She was so high in the air. Boy, other than that step out of bounds, this was another great routine. And her family loves it. They're so happy to see her. From Tacoma, Washington, the opportunity. She comes up from Los Angeles to compete in Gill Coliseum.
And she's in all 4 events tonight, too, so plenty to see. And she is putting on a show. Okay, Dad. Uncle Kurt, what do you think? Oh, yeah.
Great routine for Ani.
And it is a career best, 9.975. That's a pretty high number with that step out.
Well, we'll have to see.
Did she get docked, or are they going to have to take that off later?
They take that off as a neutral deduction.
Stephanie Bykowski closing out on the beam for Oregon State. This is her other big event. Now, remember, she fell on the bars, very uncharacteristic. So, at least I would say she's a little bit motivated right now.
Well, and maybe a little nervous. There's a side aerial with a half turn. That's a bonus skill, very difficult. She has to put what she did on the uneven bars behind her, come to the balance beam, the pressure event, and stick. And there's a tumbling series. Perfect. 2 flip-flops to a layout step out. So far, so good for Stephanie Bykowski.
Well, and, you know, she finished that bar routine with a pretty good dismount. She may have got all the bad stuff out of her head right there.
We hope she has, and she looks good so far. Setting up for her jump series. Stag to a sheep jump. She has to release her head and take her eyes off the balance beam. That's what makes that move so difficult. She gets a bonus for that jump. So now all she needs to do is dismount strong. Setting up for her dismount. A gainer with a full twist.
Nice finish, and Stephanie Bykowski regroups nicely on the beam after her fall on the bars.
Well, she has to feel relieved. There's her dismount, full twisting gainer in the tuck position off the side of the beam. Difficult skill, and Oregon State has had a great set on beam.
Look at this, 995, a career high for Bykowski, and look at the number, and that is a school record for the Beavers. So we're going back to the days of Shari Knight and Joyce Seelig with a number like that. Now, finishing up on the floor, the Pac-10 champion, Mo Bahardwaj. She tied for the Pac-10 title a year ago with her teammate, Heidi Moneymaker, part of that championship team.
Now, she too opens with a double layout. Perfect landing. Here's her middle pass, a full in.
Ow.
Boy, she took a major off balance on that.
That had to hurt.
That's going to hurt her score a little. And that's so uncharacteristic of Mo. She's a dynamo on this event. Good middle tumbling back to back. Some nice jump moves. Acrobatic skills all put together, strung together. Her transitions are excellent. And that flexed foot is planned that way. There's no deduction for no toe point. Enjoying her performance. All the hard stuff is now out of the way. All she needs to do is a final tumbling pass, and she's finished.
Look at Maloney in the background. Maloney was watching this routine so intently, and now she is relieved for her teammate as well. One more tumble run.
Last tumbling pass, a front with a full through to a front pike. Beautiful routine. Only one break in the routine was the off balance on the full in, which again, uncharacteristic for Mo.
She might have hit that toe pretty hard, too.
Yeah. Here's her last tumbling line, a front full through to a front pike, perfect landing.
And the score, a 9.875 for Bahardwaj. So all these great all-arounders at UCLA, who's going to be the favorite to win the all-around title? Dancher, Bahardwaj, or Willis? There's the UCLA floor total of 49.650. One rotation to go, and the 10s just keep on coming.